Good morning, everyone. This is meteorologist Shane Hinton hopping on to our digital platforms to give you an updated look at your forecast. We are monitoring an active radar across really many parts of Texas this morning, but our main focus is going to be on the severe weather potential. Not really for this morning, but more along the lines for the evening. So what I'm going to do in this stream is walk you through the storm timeline, what are going to be the biggest concerns for us, and more importantly, which areas are going to need to be on alert. So right now you're taking a look at the satellite radar. It is fairly active south and east of Austin. I think the bulk of the activity for this morning is going to be in the coastal plains. You can see quite a bit of lightning down to the south of our viewing area. Zooming here locally, you can see some of those heavier bands of rain really impacting parts of Fayette County, and quite a bit of lightning that's about to start moving into Caldwell County, just south and west of Lockhart. Now our temperatures are fairly consistent across the board this morning. If you're getting dressed, upper 50s area wide. I think we'll eventually make it into the mid to upper 60s. Going to be heavily dependent on where those showers situate during the peak heating of the day. While you were sleeping, we did have some updates to the severe weather outlook for today. You can see the Storm Prediction Center has shifted that area of concern. The areas in yellow indicating that slight level 2 out of 5 risk. That has now shifted east of I-35, with the I-35 corridor and hill country now under the level 1 marginal risk. So area wide, we could see some storms that develop some large hail or damaging wind, but the main area of concern is going to be east of I-35. So let's break down those severe weather threats for today. You will notice our main concern is going to be the possibility of some large hail. The secondary threat are going to be storms containing damaging wind. I am not as concerned with tornadic activity, nor am I concerned with flooding, just based off the most recent projections from the high-res forecast models. Let's walk you through this together, okay? You'll notice by around 9 o'clock this morning, we're still dealing with some storms moving into the coastal plains. Those will continue to stay mostly east of I-35, but we can't rule out some drizzle or a light shower along the I-35 corridor. By around 2 o'clock this afternoon, we'll hold on to scattered light activity. Once again, this is mostly favoring the coastal plains, and then things start to get more active as we get towards 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening for the hill country. We'll be monitoring a line of storms pushing west to east. You can see the main concern at that point is going to be in the hill country. By around 9 o'clock, this would be a line of storms that would be concerning the I-35 corridor, stretching into Williamson, Travis, and Hayes counties, and then moving into the coastal plains by around 10 or 11 o'clock, and then clearing out of here just after midnight. So let's take a look at some of the rainfall forecast totals together. Right now, the high-res models are hinting at the highest totals being east of I-35. We desperately need the rain west of I-35, but it looks like we could maybe get a few hundredths of an inch to maybe half an inch for some lucky locations in the hill country. Breaking down that storm timeline again, let me take this full for you so you can see the main windows for when you need to be really on alert. 6 to 8 p.m. for the hill country. 8 to 10 p.m. for the I-35 corridor, and 10 p.m. to midnight for the coastal plains. Now, I do want to make something perfectly clear before I move on to the next part, and that is the fact that this timeline is based off of several of the high-res forecast models. There are some forecast models that I've been picking up on this morning that do not have strong storms moving through during the evening time. However, this timeline that we're showing you is kind of the worst case scenario if the strongest storms do populate based off of some of the high-res models, okay? So there is the potential that some of these storms could fizzle out and not impacting us during this time frame. However, we'd rather you be safe than sorry. Let's take a look once again based off of what we're going to be tracking for today. Your high temperatures mostly making it in the 60s for most. I think the driest areas out in the hill country for the afternoon could make it into the 70s. Mid to upper 60s is what most of us should experience today. Coolest locations will most likely be in the coastal plains based off of the shower activity. We'd welcome any rain not only because of our drought conditions, but also because of the allergy count. Elm and cedar still remain in the high category for today, with mulberry and mold in the medium. Your 7-day forecast, I'm going to pull this up full for you here. You can see our main severe weather concern will be today. We clear out by Friday as high temperatures return to the mid to upper 70s. We'll hold on to mid to upper 70s for the weekend. Do want to point out that Sunday will be fairly breezy with now gusts potentially around 35 miles per hour possible, with clouds starting to build in for the back half of your weekend. A cold front will slide through early Monday. Not concerned with the cold front impacting our temperatures, but I am concerned with the potential of some showers and storms. Right now, the forecast models are not hinting at the showers and storms on Monday to be severe, but we will keep our eyes on that for you since we're still several days out. Right now it is looking like we'll have a drying trend taking place for the middle of next week, and hopefully that will allow our temperatures to slowly start to increase as well. So once again, as a reminder, kind of summarizing everything right now, we are going to be keeping an eye on that severe weather potential mostly for this evening from 6 o'clock in the evening until 11 o'clock this evening across central Texas. Our main concerns are going to be the potential for storms containing large hail and damaging wind. If you'd like to get all the updates, you can of course watch us on air. You can keep up to date with our latest forecast blogs on KVUE.com. You can also download the KVUE News app to track the storms with us. You can also get alerts sent to your phone through that as well. Until we see you again, make sure you're staying weather aware, stay safe, stay smart, most importantly, stay kind, and we'll continue to track the storms for you here in the KVUE Weather Center.